Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome to the Woman's Cave.
Yes.
We get to be professional today.
I know. I'm like, I'm going to totally get some business advice. I am excited. Like, I don't know why.
Oh, we've started a few of our own, but we always need a few words of wisdom.
Who doesn't need a word of wisdom for starting a business and making profit? Like, who doesn't need that?
We all love money.
I mean, well, we don't love money.
Like money.
Money is good. Money is good to have. I mean,
you know what's better?
For protection.
Right, true. It's for protection. But you know what's even better than doing that is being your own boss and not having to listen to your boss talk about you all day.
I know, or like put you on stupid deadlines that you don't even, they're like, really though? You wouldn't even do it to yourself. And just look at them. We'll mean like, for real though?
Oh, by the way, we almost forgot to introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm right? Jade.
And I'm Winona.
Yes, and we are the founders of the And I Thought Ladies. We also wrote a few books, and one of them is And I Thought Divorce Was Bad with Other Life Lessons. And I thought being grown up was easy. And I thought I could juggle it all, which is right here.
We learned from the last time. This does nothing.
Indeed, we did learn. So, oh wow, and they're available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. I'm really just waiting for Winona to like interrupt me because she doesn't like to sell books or something. Every time I do a plug, she's like, "Oh, and I have something funny to say." No, you don't, because I'm plugging. Nothing funny to say.
I decided today that I'm going to be a good co-host and I'm going to just cooperate with her.
She's gonna cooperate with me, you guys. This is not gonna last long.
She got this new shade of lipstick and it's like mesmerizing. I'm like,
it's everything.
It's so cute.
It's everything. It's everything. Anyway.
All right. So anyway, we are here to be professional, not babble on and be ourselves and silly and everything. So today we have a lovely guest, and in case you have not read what the synopsis of what this is about, it's about how to start your own business, and that's exactly what she did. Hey, I'm doing a smart segue. Oops. Anyway, moving on. And her name is
High five.
Yeah.
High five.
Pretty good. Okay. So she's gonna.
Hi, I'm Cindy.
Now.
Yep.
I'm a friend of Jade and Wilona's, and I think they are amazing entrepreneurs. They have several businesses, and I really appreciate them asking me to join them today.
Oh, what do you do, Cindy? You're a consultant?
So I am a consultant. I've had several consulting, I guess you'd call them businesses over the last 20 years, which is really hard to believe. I first became a consultant about 20 years ago when I had young children and was looking for a way to earn income and of course stay home with them part-time. And it's been a great career for me. I won't say I've made a lot of money, but I've made enough money to be happy, which I think is very important. And it gave me the flexibility I needed when my children were young, and now they're grown and out the door. So I obviously don't have that consideration anymore, so I've got more flexibility and freedom, and I've sort of taken all the skills I've combined over the last 20 years and recently started a community resource development consulting practice. Been doing that about 2 years now, and it's really interesting to learn all the resources available in our community and how they can work together to improve people's lives.
Wow.
Okay, yo.
So I'm feeling impressed, and like I'm like, I think I need to donate some money to someone.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to donate the money to help me. I worked mostly through nonprofits, and you can donate money to them. There's lots of great nonprofits in this community that are really on the streets doing work with kids, with single moms, with people who've been homeless or struggled with addiction or other health issues. And it's really been my pleasure to be working with these organizations over the last several years.
Oh. Okay, so you guys, awesome. I'm starting to feel like we should do more of this because we do a lot of dating. Because, you know, I need help finding a man. But I guess we should probably start helping other people. I mean,
hey, helping other people is a great way to meet people. You can do there's a lot of running events in the community, 5K events if you're into fitness. There's a lot of food drives and things where you can pack food for food pantries. Volunteering is a great way to meet people.
Oh my goodness!
Lots of nonprofits host events at local bars, shopping events. Everyone who doesn't like to shop, right?
Right. Who
Right.
doesn't like to
Okay,
shop?
so you have me on the last two. So I can go drink and then I can shop. I mean, my bank account will hate me both ways, but you know, I'm going to enjoy myself.
Right.
And no knows about that.
Yeah.
Right. And then if you happen to meet someone in the process, that's really awesome.
Yeah, then you know that they're a giving person like yourself. I need a giving person. I would make a joke here, but then it would just come off crude and mean. So I'm gonna let it go.
Let that go. We're family friendly here. At least we try to be. Marvici wasn't, but you know, we try to be. So, well, you already told us what caused you to want to start your own businesses. What were the trials that you had to overcome as you started your own business?
Obviously finding clients who are willing to pay you, and that does take a lot of work. It takes a lot of networking. A couple good places to start with that are your local chamber of commerce, and where I live, there happen to be like 4 different regional ones, which personally I think is a lot for a small area, but most major cities have them. So that's a great place to start. AARP, the American Association of Retired Persons, offers a great small business program called SCORE, where retired executives will coach you through what you need to start a business, and they'll help you develop a business plan. And the best thing about that is that it's totally free, and you pretty much can get a business partner for life who will help you through all the trials and tribulations. I personally did not do that, but I know people who have, and it's worked out very well for them. And if you go on the AARP website, it'll tell you how to connect to a SCORE chapter in your community. Another resource is community colleges. Many community colleges have entrepreneurial studies institutes, and that's another great place to get a start. And the great thing about them is a lot of them have business development contests and quote unquote incubators where they provide some startup financing for you, which is really awesome, because then you don't have to go through the whole process of getting a bank loan or getting a small business loan. And if you are a woman or a minority, you can get certified as a minority business owner by the government, which again takes some time, and it's quite a process, but I know people who have done that, and it's been very worthwhile for them in terms of getting government contracts.
Wow. See, we had her on for a reason, you guys. So I'm telling you, to all our viewers out there, I know you guys will probably be like, oh, wait, let me replay that. I'm going to, when it stop being live, I'm going to be writing it down. It's very, very great information.
So if you need the replay, we are going to be putting this up on iTunes and on Blog Talk Radio. So about from 30 days from now, you can always watch it again on YouTube, although this should be at the end of our show. But anyway, it's not. I have one more question. So how did you get involved with, how did you choose community resources? Because you said you had like seven or several hearings going. I'm getting old. Anyway.
Well, my original professional background was in printing and advertising and marketing communications, which was a great career for about 20 years. But as we all know, about 10, 15 years ago, with the advent of the internet and digital printing, that business is sort of, it hasn't dried up, but it just changed quite a bit. And I did some volunteer work, and about 4 or 5 years ago, so when I was looking at how to quote unquote reinvent myself and find something new and meaningful to do, I sort of fell into the community resource work just through my networking and my volunteer opportunities. So I was very fortunate with that.
That is good.
That is good.
Yeah.
And so that shows us the importance of networking. I know we had another lady on earlier this week, and she was talking about the importance of networking. Like, you have to network. You want to get anywhere, networking. So do you find that true in your case?
Yes. And social media is great. LinkedIn is an amazing resource as well. That's another place where you can find some good information about starting a business if you're not ready to step out into your community or go take a class or meet the public. And YouTube and lynda.com also have great resources.
Wow. I love the fact that you know all the resources.
You really do. And
we
that's
have a
awesome.
lot of people that come on and they talk about like their steps of what they went through, or they'll tell you about like a place where you can go online and do a virtual conference or something like that. But I mean, you have a plethora of resources. I mean, they're just everywhere. I love that. So knowledgeable. But the sad part is, like, yes, as you said, we are definitely associates. And I did not know that you did consulting for community resources, which is so sad. I need to be a little less self-centered.
She did a lovely, I don't want to call it a book. I'm not sure if it's a book or like
A booklet.
A booklet. She did a lovely booklet on the resources and the needs of the county that we live in, and that was very interesting. Those numbers were very, very interesting, and I mean, I enjoyed it. I know several other people that I gave it to enjoyed it too.
If this wasn't, we weren't going to probably do a hiatus on September the 12th, we would so have you back just to talk about those numbers, because you did such a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to run overtime, but I really don't care. I just want to know, how did you get involved in that project, and did it like change anything in your business or in the way you see things?
Well, that project fell into my lap through a network. I actually offered my volunteer services to the organization because they were going through a leadership transition, and I had focused actually on the part that I normally did in my prior professional life, the printing part, because I thought, oh, when this organization gets this report written, they're going to need some printing help and graphic design and printing help, and I know how to do that. I have my resources for that. I'm not a graphic designer, but I know some amazingly talented people who are great with the computer and Photoshop and all the graphics tools out there. And what happened was we got a draft of the report from a researcher. Another colleague and I read the report, and we decided that it did not make any sense at all. So we my colleague actually had a quantitative research background, which I do not have, but I also have an English and writing background. So we sort of took it upon ourselves to make this into a document that people would actually want to read and enjoy. So that I did that part of it, and that was the new part for me. I learned all kinds of how to do all kinds of different research, using lots of different databases, both government and nonprofit databases. And so again, I learned something new from an assignment. And then at the very end, the organization had a communications and graphics person. So I turned the final manuscript over to them, and the graphic designer worked her magic. She came up with a great system to color code the different topics in the report, and we had some great photographs, and it really made the data just come alive and jump out on the page, which made for very interesting reading instead of just reading a boring old report with a bunch of charts and graphs, because nobody wants to do that.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Otherwise, that's boring. I remember I was in event planning, and then before that, I was in the school system. And so you would get these giant IEPs, event with like classes and what they wanted and graphs, and you're like, and this is page 102. I'm so bored. I fell asleep 4 times. So we appreciate your assistance with that, because resources are so important to the everyday person, and then they're also important to the person who desperately needs them and fell on hard times. I wish we could just go into that discussion so badly.
But we will have you back, and we can go into that discussion at another time.
We will talk about that.
Thank you so much for all the resources. And before we wrap up for reals, would you mind telling people where they can find you so you can possibly get some new clients and give them more resources, because you did a great job.
Oh, thank you. So my email address is printerseye@msn.com, and that's how you can find me.
So is it printers?
And then I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Cindy O'Neill. I think I'm Printers Eye. Yes. Oh, I have to get back to you on that one.
Okay, we'll just put it in the comments. We'll put it in the comments.
Printers Eye is as PRINTERS
EYE
or PRINTERS the letter I.
No, it's the EYE, PRINTERSEYE@msn.com, and then I'll send you my LinkedIn stuff. Sorry about that.
Oh no problem.
I'll get this part out.
And then hopefully we can actually get you some people who want some resources.
Yes.
And hey, for you guys, I see the viewers down there. You now have resources. You should at least go there and email her to thank her.
Because they're
amazing. So be excited. So since you've already wrapped up, Ms. O'Neill, we were going to do our wrap up.
Okay, here we go. So we are the founders of the And I Thought series and the And I Thought ladies. Actually, we're the writers of the And I Thought series and the founders of the And I Thought ladies.
Okay, Jake, come on.
Wow.
She never messes this up. It's the lipstick.
It is, because I'm
I'm
so pretty. I was like, I'm so pretty. Anyway, who needs brains when I'm so pretty? Anyway, laughing at my own joke, corny. And I thought divorce was bad with other life lessons, and I thought being grown up was easy, and I thought I could juggle it all.
And if we're fortunate, Miss O'Neill and Miss O'Neill, the younger Miss O'Neill.
Miss
O'Neill Jr., that's how we'll put that.
Oh, wow. She's not going to appreciate that at all. She's going to write us an angry email. Anyway.
Right, okay, never mind. They may be writing an essay in it. So those resources that you heard, you might be able to find out how to find those out. So I'm so excited about that.
And they
Labor Day weekend, you guys.
That will be available for pre-order on Labor Day weekend. And then all the other books are available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
I'm going to take the other half of this wrap up because, you know, the purple lipstick is messing with her brain.
It is.
Oh, I love getting on that lipstick now.
I know. Excited. You see how she's just doing it because Nona always messes up.
Here we go. If I mess up, it's the red lipstick. So you can always email your ladies. That would be us and the 11 others at ladies@andwethought.com. You can find out what we're doing next, like the Virtual Women Conference Summit, the global one, 7 countries, and all 7 continents. I'm so excited. You can find that on our website and at Virtual Women Summit. You can also find our Roku channel and our YouTube channel. Remember, people, that it'll be taking a hiatus on September the 12th. And we appreciate, first and foremost, we appreciate your viewership and for you guys coming back and the comments that you've written. Also, since it's taking the hiatus on September the 12th, you can keep up with us on Blog Talk Radio at And I Thought. You can also find us in iTunes as a podcast at And I Thought. Wow, Jade is so quiet and solemn. This is weird. Anyway, that's about every place you can find us. Remember, andwethought.com. So you guys, remember, wisdom is all around you if
you're open to accepting it and finding it. And just to reply to that, Mark, I was trying to be professional and let you finish the plug.
Oh, that's what it looks
like. So remember that wisdom
Peace
is all
love.
around you. Peace and love.
From Nona and Jade.